Welcome back to all the crackers in the box. Hi, it's me, your friend Corey here, and I'm going to do a little bit more on this beautiful cardigan. So glad you're here today, and can't wait to get started. So we're going to continue on where we left off on the last time we were working on it. I haven't worked on it since, so that's why. I'm just going to put that beside me this time. And apparently my nose decided it wants to run, but you know, it's all good. Let's take a little look at the Kobo. Again, Kobo. This again is 51% cotton, 49% rayon from bamboo. We have 232 yards or 212 meters. And it says to use 4mm. I'm using a 3.5. It's a light 3. Or if you're knitting, use a 4mm, size 6. So this would be G6. Yeah, I'm using a 3.5, and I'm finding it quite a good fit, so I don't know. Maybe other people like theirs a bit more loose. So we're doing 3 single crochets at the beginning and the end of the 4 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we go on to the next. So this one would be 4. Oh, it's a 2 repeat. And I just realized I did not put it in my last video where I got the pattern from. So I'm going to have to go back and do that today. Oops, my bad. Sorry about that. Usually I try my best to give credit to who deserves it, who's done what, and how they've helped out, or, you know, whether they made the pattern or the video that I got the pattern from. I'm not claiming to know where every pattern has ever come from. I think there's some patterns that are lost to time that way, where you wouldn't be able to track down who did it because there's so many. But then again, I could be wrong. Some patterns I do believe have a very clear line of where they came from. But I'm hearing a lot of talk of pattern theft, and yeah, I think that's awful. Trying to adjust a pattern for what I want is hard enough. I can't imagine what it'd be like to make your own. You gotta admire that beautiful work, the math involved. I'm not a math girl, but I got into crochet not realizing that there is a lot of math. Figuring out how many stitches and how big something's going to be and all that kind of stuff. There's math. All the crafting stuff I do has a lot of math. I would have paid more attention if I had known that I would actually have a use for it. Besides, you know, counting money. Which I haven't done for a while. I've done that as a living before, where at the end of the day I had to clean out all the tills and make sure all the money matched. I'm actually pretty good at it too. I think there was only a couple times money was even out like 20 cents. And there was a suspicion, I'm not even going to get into it, but we'll just say that sometimes a good employee will get set up by somebody else, which has happened to me. I worked at one place where 2 other employees didn't like that. Even though I had been there longer than them, I was the store manager. So what they were trying to do was undermine me. So every day they'd come in and steal money out of my till. My boss took me aside. She was like, why is it you're suddenly missing money? And I'm like, well, I'm not taking it. You know I'm struggling to pay my bills. This is true. However, I wouldn't be taking money. I would have done it ages ago. And she agreed with me. You're not that person. You're a lot of things, but you're never stolen from us in any way. So she had this sneaky little spot when she was in her office doing paperwork. She could watch in the store through this crack where the stand-up refrigerator was. She caught them both red-handed taking money out of my till. She just waited, because I always had to answer the phone at that time to take a customer's order for a restaurant. This was a bakery many, many years ago. So, yeah, they both got caught. And it was just really, really, really bad. And the only reasoning why they were doing it was they wanted me to lose my job so they could move up. That kind of stuff just really, I just don't get it. Do you really want all this extra work put on you for 15 cents an hour more than you're getting? Is it really worth that? No. That's just one time that it's happened. It's happened to me numerous times. I have that type of personality that I am usually put into supervising roles right away. I just have that way of working with people. I work really well with teenagers. They seem to really enjoy working with me. Notice I said working with me, not for me. 2, 3, and 4. Even the ones everyone else considered to be really difficult, under them would come in when I called them in. I need someone tonight. Do you think you can come in and help me out? The team needs you today. And they'd come in. One, 2, 3, 4. But that kind of position takes a lot of effort and a lot of time. Like, personally, if and when I want to go back to work, which will happen soon enough, I do enjoy working. Getting to that point soon. I just want the house organized so it's easier for me to keep up on the house cleaning, not have to fight it. For example, the doom piles that are all over the house because my depression and my postpartum have been really hard on me again. And now it's time to do some spring cleaning. I guess is the best way of putting it. But I would like it so I don't come home to, like, not just a mess, but a disaster. Because nobody knows where to put things. Nobody has, right? There's nowhere to put things. That's the biggest one is the kids will just end up putting their toys in piles on the floor because they don't know where everything's supposed to go, that it doesn't have a place. For a while there, we were running really low on shelves. My mom, thankfully, has gotten my daughters 2 shelves, one for Christmas and one for their birthdays. And it's made a world of difference. We have all the bins, and that's what I've been working on for the last couple months. 2 big shelves. We got the ones that you build and you can change the shape of it. So one's tall under a window to board games and Play-Doh box and all sorts of fun toys and puzzles rips out our dining table. And the other one's underneath the overhang of the kitchen bar to the living room. We didn't want to go with stools, simply because we know our kids, they're going to hurt themselves on stools. There'd have to be pretty high up ones too. So I decided, to build another set of shelves and only do a row of 2 tall and go under the bar. So now my little couch that I like to sit on and watch TV in the living room is away from that area, pulled out by like 6 feet. And we got this little walkway with the little rubber mats behind them. And the kids can go back there and grab whatever they want, and it's not taking over the whole living room, so it's actually, I really like how it's working. It's different. I'm sure lots of people would say that it doesn't look very good, but it's working. And the toys are getting put away when they're done, which is really nice. And they're really, really trying to make sure that the toys go in the right spot. And they're very excited about it. I know it seems so strange, but my children do have a lot of toys. We've been very lucky and very fortunate to find things that they like. Lots of characters. And I mean, we still have toys that belong to my son that my daughters like to play with, like the Hot Wheels toys, the Transformers, Ninja Turtles. And I have no problem with my daughters playing with boy toys or girl toys, because as far as I'm concerned, toys are toys. We got bins of baby dolls, we got Barbies, we've got superheroes, if you want to play it, we got it. Or at least something close. And yeah, it feels really good to take control of that organizing though. I will say that. I feel a lot more in touch with my former mental goldenness. And that's very, very hopeful for me. I need to get a new chair for my bedroom. The one I have here is, I really do not feel safe sitting on it. It feels like it's going to break. And I've been losing weight, so I mean, it's not me. I've always felt these chairs were very rickety to go with my table. That is, I don't want to talk about what's going on with my table. Okay. So all the varnish is peeling off my dining room table now. All of it. We're right down to pine in some spots. And this was a dark varnish on it. But the chairs were terrible. One of them broke. Just being picked up by the back side of it, the whole back end came right off. So again, I am not very crazy about this chair I have in here, so that's part of the reason why you're not seeing me in my videos right now. I don't really have a place to sit. I sit there and I'm panicking internally the whole time. I think I can feel my chair falling apart under me. That is not something I want to have happen. It has happened once or twice in my life. Sitting on a chair and just suddenly breaks out from under you. It's giving me a little bit of a no thanks. I think I'll pass on that. Alrighty. I do like this yarn. I keep saying I might have to get more. I know I'm going to have to get more. I really think I would like to make a wearable. Maybe a spring wearable because it's a bit thick, but I probably could take... Well, how many strands do we have here? Is this 6? We could do 3 and 3, right? Let's see what we got here. 3 and 3. Yeah, I totally could do that. Just to make it that much lighter, because, you know, I like my cottons on the very thin side. I don't know why. I feel like this thickness would be a little bit too much for me. especially once you start getting larger, the weight, I feel that would be too heavy for me. Hot weather, I like my, hot and warmer weather, I like my clothes to feel light and airy. I've always been that person. Like, my hot pants, well, they're not hot pants, hot weather pants are usually very, very billowy and loose, and there's a lot of room for air and breezes, and the materials are usually so very, very light. And go. And down here. Oh my goodness. But I am excited that things are getting straightened up around my house and organized. Because it's not like the worst, but it's enough that I just want things to be put away where they belong. Because it always feels like I have too much around the house, and we use absolutely everything. The toys, the girls are kind of unicorns that way, where they will rotate through toys. They'll go for a couple days with this one, and then they're obsessed with this one for a couple days, or they're mixing and matching. And so when I try to take things out of the rotation, they notice. They notice right away. And that's why I can't do the whole, oh, take toys away to make them look new again. Fortunately, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I missing one here? No, this is right. I'm just second guessing myself. That's good. Okay. And this happens occasionally where I just start to wonder if I'm doing this right. I am. Okay. This ring's got to go today. I am very uncoordinated today, and this ring is just catching. So we're just going to go without. See, I can go with my ring or without, and that's what one thing I kept hearing was people saying they don't like the rings because now you can't crochet without it. You can. I just find it's more tiring for my hand when I do. But with this kind of yarn, I think this is probably my best choice because I'm finding it's slowing me right down. Sorry, I'm trying my best to see here, and I'm looking in the viewfinder every so often, and all I can see is my hand. Exciting. Yeah, I definitely like this pattern. It's very, very nice. Anyway, thanks for listening to me babble on about cleaning and organizing and all that kind of stuff while I enjoy a few minutes of crochet time today. Thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box, and I'll see you again very soon.